Last night while you slept, an AI could have been inside your dreams, and MIT is proving it.
Welcome back to The Explainer, everyone. Look, if you've been following the tech landscape lately, you know we're living through an absolutely wild, volatile time right now. We are firmly in the year 2026, and this massive AI boom, it's completely rewiring the economy. Today, we're going to break down the sheer financial scale of this technological wave. But more importantly, we're going to dive into its real-world ripple effects. Because what starts as just code in some massive server farm is literally altering our job markets, straining our physical infrastructure, and reshaping global security. We've synthesized all the latest data and reports to give you a clear, structured look at exactly what's unfolding right now.
Okay, so here's our roadmap for today. First up, the massive AI money influx. Then, we'll look at how AI is replacing human jobs. After that, the physical limits in infrastructure strain. Fourth, the transportation and auto setbacks. And finally, we'll wrap up with the escalating cyber threat. Let's get right into it.
Section 1. The massive AI money influx, or billions pouring into tech.
So you really can't grasp the ripple effects of this era until you understand the size of the boulder we just dropped into the pond. Look no further than NVIDIA. According to recent reports, they've already committed a staggering $40 billion to equity AI deals this year alone. I mean, just let that number sink in for a second. That is a single company operating almost like a massive sovereign wealth fund, pumping $40 billion into the AI ecosystem just to secure its dominance and accelerate development. This insane capital deployment is the exact engine driving the hyperfast advancements and aggressive market shifts we're seeing everywhere.
And you can see the immediate downstream effect of this. When NVIDIA throws billions around, startup valuations go absolutely parabolic. Ramp, for instance, is targeting a $40 billion valuation just 6 months after hitting $32 billion. Kalshi? They literally doubled to $22 billion in merely 5 months. And then there's Corgi, an insurance startup, hitting a $1.3 billion unicorn valuation only 4 months after its Series A. The sheer velocity of money here is breathtaking. It's creating this environment of hypergrowth that we honestly haven't seen in years.
Section 2. AI replaces human jobs, dealing with the human costs of automation.
Now, all this money isn't just sitting in bank accounts, right? It's actively transforming the workforce. And it creates this really sharp contrast. On one hand, you've got the optimistic top-down view. NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang recently stated that AI is creating an enormous number of jobs. And hey, from the perspective of the companies building the hardware and the foundational models, that's absolutely true. Demand for specialized engineers, data scientists, and AI researchers is just off the charts. But that's only half the story.
Because there's a two-sided coin to this mass adoption. On one side, incredible efficiency. Airbnb says AI now writes 60% of its new code. 60%. That is a massive productivity leap. But right next to that, we see the stark human cost. Cloudflare reported that AI made 1,100 jobs obsolete. And get this, they did that while hitting record-high revenue. We are witnessing a historical decoupling here. Companies are achieving record profits, not by hiring more people, but by leveraging AI to replace them.
And the leverage has aggressively shifted back to employers. Just look at the recent layoffs at Oracle. Laid-off workers banded together to try and negotiate better severance, and Oracle just flat out said no. This is the harsh reality of the current market. Automated efficiency is simply winning over human capital right now. The human cost isn't some abstract economic theory, it's real people dealing with corporate layoffs today.
Moving on to Section 3, Physical Limits and Infrastructure Strain. Basically, what happens when digital meets physical.
So, the digital world is expanding at this breakneck pace, but it heavily relies on physical resources that are practically maxed out. I mean, the cloud isn't actually a cloud up in the sky, right? It's massive data centers pulling unbelievable amounts of electricity and cooling. Right now, the biggest US power grid is under severe strain specifically because of AI demands, and trust me, nobody is happy about it. And locally, tech hubs are feeling the squeeze. San Francisco's housing market, fueled by all this new AI wealth, has completely lost its mind again, making the city increasingly unlivable for anyone outside the tech bubble. This digital boom is violently colliding with our physical limits.
Section 4. Transportation and auto setbacks. We're seeing some serious roadblocks in mobility.
Applying AI to a closed software loop is one thing. Putting it into moving vehicles out in the physical world, much, much harder. Case in point, Uber's partner Avride is currently under formal investigation for a series of self-driving crashes.
The big promise of autonomy is just slamming into the messy, totally unpredictable reality of human environments, and it's raising a ton of serious safety and regulatory concerns. And it's not just regulatory hurdles, it's brutal financial reality checks. Unlike those AI software startups doubling their valuations overnight, mobility companies are slamming on the brakes. Legacy brands like Porsche are currently shuttering their e-bike, battery, and software subsidiaries in a massive company overhaul. Even the dedicated autonomous startups are hurting. Kodiak AI recently had to raise $100 million at a steep discount, which just sent its stock tumbling 37%. The contrast is wild. While digital AI is practically printing money, physical transportation tech is hitting a total financial brick wall.
Finally, Section 5, the escalating cyber threat, the dark side of digitization. As we rush to digitize absolutely everything, we are massively expanding our surface area for malicious actors. Cybersecurity isn't just about protecting your credit card numbers anymore, it's about physical, real-world safety. Recently, hackers actually breached water treatment plants in Poland, and security agencies are warning that the U.S. faces the exact same, very real threat. When critical physical infrastructure is plugged into digital networks, a cyber attack can instantly become a physical catastrophe.
And frankly, no sector's immune here. Education tech giant Instructure was recently hit by a massive, multi-pronged attack. Hackers didn't just breach the system, they actively defaced school login pages and stole sensitive student data. This isn't just some anonymous corporate server being attacked, it's our kids' classrooms and personal data being held hostage. As we lean more and more on digital platforms for basic societal functions, these vulnerabilities become incredibly disruptive to our daily lives.
What's even wilder is that sometimes the call is coming from inside the house. In a really startling recent case, a U.S. defense contractor who actually sold powerful hacking tools to a Russian broker was caught and ordered to pay $10 million to their former employers. It just highlights these complex, deeply concerning black market dynamics of modern cyber warfare, where the very tools used to dismantle our infrastructure are being bought and sold by rogue actors within our own systems.
So we've looked at the billions pouring into tech, the jobs being made obsolete, the power grid straining, the autonomous crashes, and the critical infrastructure being hacked. All of these things, they are deeply connected. They're symptoms of a world accelerating much faster than its foundations can support. So I want to leave you with this final provocative thought. With AI advancing faster than our power grids and our job markets can possibly adapt, what breaks first? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. The tech landscape is moving unbelievably fast right now, and understanding these massive structural shifts is really the only way to stay ahead. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to subscribe to stay informed so you can keep tracking these rapid developments right along with us. Stay focused, keep learning, and I'll catch you in the next one.